What's up, you guys? Aftershow Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Stargate Atlantis. This is season 2, episode 2. Let's get into the episode.
Hey, what are you doing up so late?
Going to sleep. Must be the burden of command. You know, ever since I was promoted to Lieutenant Colonel.
Oh!
All right, Johnny, it's been almost a month.
Congrats, I
You
guess.
Stop trying to find a way to bring that up in every single conversation.
You gotta understand, there's a lot of people in the Air Force who never thought I'd make it past captain.
Well, obviously the people whose opinions matter the most thought otherwise.
What about you? What are you still doing up?
I think I got used to falling asleep to the sound of the ocean.
Well, my case says we're already at the edge of the Pegasus galaxy. You'll be fine once we get back to Atlantis. You know, it's funny. I spent the past year wondering if I'd ever see Earth again, and as soon as I got there...
I know you feel.
Okay, so they're on their way back from Earth.
You had to step through the gate and be at Stargate Command in an instant, and now this feels extremely inconvenient. Having to spend 18 days cooped up in the ship to get back.
You know, until we find another ZPM to power the Earth, Kate, that's just the way it's gonna have to be.
Dr. Weir, Colonel Sheppard, there's been an accident.
It's Dr. Monroe. What happened?
I don't know, but he's dead.
It's possible there was some sort of isolated power surge in this section that would explain the lost camera, the malfunctioning door.
So, when the door controls didn't respond, he took out the panel to bypass the circuits and received a fatal jolt?
Well, like I said, it's possible. Look, I recommend we drop out of hyperspace, run a full diagnostic on the power distribution system.
No, we drop out now. We risk being detected.
That's true. I just think that if
We'll be back in Atlantis in less than 2 days. You can do your diagnostic then.
Colonel, are you sure that's wise?
With all due respect, Doctor, you got back to Earth through the Stargate. This is my 3rd trip on the Daedalus between galaxies.
I understand that, but this ship is relatively new. There might be some problems.
Doctor. Ward, please. I know the chain of command can get a little fuzzy on Atlantis, but that's not going to happen here. You got a problem with my orders? Take it to me in private. Otherwise, keep your opinions to yourself.
Are you sure that's what this is all about?
I got a job to do, Doctor.
But not the one you wanted.
We understand the International Committee has approved a significant increase in personnel and resources for the Atlantis mission.
Now that we have a ZPM, the city can support a much larger
Weird,
contingent.
color
Of course, it's our feeling that a
grading.
corresponding increase in military presence would also be
Filter?
prudent.
I agree. That's why I wanted Major Sheppard to come back with me. Major Sheppard's record before he joined my team doesn't concern me. All I can tell you is that if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. And as for his rank, well, if that's not good enough for you, you're just gonna have to promote him.
Doctor.
I shouldn't have to remind you, gentlemen, but I continue to have the support of the President and our foreign allies. You don't want to fight me on this one.
Colonel Caldwell,
What is it, Doctor?
look, I think it's possible that Dr. Monroe's death might not have been an accident.
What are you talking about?
I checked the power distribution logs against the time code on the security camera. There was an unexplained spike, but it happened a full 30 seconds after the camera went out.
So?
So that means that malfunction in the door and the camera were not caused by the same problem. Major Sheppard was right. That's too much of a coincidence.
You mean Lieutenant Colonel Sheppard?
Right. This is going to take some getting used to.
Is that the only evidence you have?
No, something else. It looks like Dr. Monroe was in the process of enabling certain computer security protocols. They're designed to isolate and shut down corrupted programs.
What programs?
I don't know. That's just it. He was killed before he could finish.
You're telling me there's a problem with the ship and someone killed Monroe to cover it up?
I know this sounds crazy, but there's definitely more going on here than random malfunctions.
Bridges is Caldwell. Drops out of hyperspace immediately.
If I may be so bold, what exactly are we looking for?
Any indication that someone's been tampering with the ship's computers?
Perhaps you could be more specific.
Not really, no. What was that?
Nothing.
Look, just check the major systems. Propulsion, navigation, life support. Look for anything out of the ordinary. Lindstrom and I'll check power distribution, see if we can figure out what caused the power spike.
How's it coming, Rodney?
It's going to take a while. Don't stare. He hates it when people stare.
Am I the only one who thinks it's strange we're working with an alien?
You know, galactic hyperdrive technology is kind of new to us, so we need his help.
Is he supposed to be naked like that?
Lindstrom?
Why have we never offered them to go?
I
I got nothing. You?
Give me a second. Wait a minute.
What?
I think I got something here.
Well, what?
Lindstrom! You alright?
Yeah. What happened?
I don't know. Just sit tight. We're gonna need to shut down the leak and vent the... Rodney! Lindstrom! Rodney! Lindstrom! Lindstrom, you reading me? Rodney! Lindstrom, are you reading me? Rodney! What the hell are you doing? The airlock's opening! Override the system! Rodney, help me! Lindstrom! Rodney!
Okay. Well.
Lindstrom!
I already told you I'm fine.
He's right. It appears he didn't inhale enough toxins to cause any permanent damage. Although a few more seconds of exposure, and it would be quite a different story.
Thank you, Doctor. I assume this time we can definitely rule out random malfunctions.
Lindstrom found something. He was trying to tell me what it was when the leak happened.
What were you looking for?
We were trying to trace the source of the power spike that killed Dr. Monroe.
Who else knew what you were doing?
Well, a lot of people knew we were running diagnostics, but no one knew we were in that particular room at that exact moment.
Security cameras. If the person who killed Monroe was able to get into the system to erase evidence, there's no reason he couldn't do the same thing to keep tabs on the investigation.
Assuming it's a he.
How many personnel on board have the technical skills to do something like this?
Almost everybody. That's what you get for assembling a team of brilliant scientists.
No, I can't believe it'd be one of our own people. Isn't it possible there's an intruder on board?
We used the life signs detector to do a head count. We didn't get any extra signals.
Well, a hibernating Wraith, they can avoid detection.
We've seen that tactic before.
That was on Atlantis. It's been at least 2 months since the ship encountered the Wraith. There's no way one of them could have stowed on board for that long.
He's right. They did a full decontamination sweep back on Earth. They would have found something.
As of this moment, I want all civilian personnel confined to their quarters.
What?
Present company accepted, of course.
Colonel, with all due respect, some of those people could be extremely helpful in the investigation.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but I can't trust any of them for the simple reason that I didn't have any say in their selection. Somebody else was in charge of that process.
Did you review the file of a Dr. Simon Wallace?
Aye. He was also more qualified than I am.
Why isn't he on the list?
All the candidates were required to sign off on a blind commitment to a one-year term.
Dr. Wallace has been given security clearance. He knows what this is all about.
Maybe that's the problem.
What do you mean?
He hasn't signed.
When were you going to tell me?
There's nothing to tell. I mean, you know, I haven't said yes, but I haven't said no either.
You do realize you are not going to make the final list of candidates unless you commit.
Do you know you can't just come back after a year and expect me to drop everything on 2 weeks' notice? I have responsibilities here. I have patients. I have research.
I know, and I would never diminish the importance of your work. But you have to understand that every single person on this entire expedition is in the exact same situation. I mean, in fact, it's why they were chosen in the first place.
I understand. I just need a little more time.
Dr. McKay, you were just in time.
For what? What are you looking at?
The sabotage we've been searching for.
It's a virus.
How perceptive of you.
Where did you find it?
One of the navigational computers. There is evidence of it in communications, and some of the propulsion systems as well.
So it's spreading?
Yes, and changing.
What do you mean?
It appears to be rewriting itself as it grows. It is unlike any human-engineered program I have ever encountered.
Air person won't be there.
What are you doing?
Just checking something? I'm sure it is impossible. Crap.
What did you do?
I just ran it through a translation program. It's Wraith.
Crap, indeed.
A Wraith computer virus.
It was probably downloaded during our last little encounter.
Well, if it's been there all this time, why are we just noticing it now?
In all likelihood, it was transmitted in a compressed format. It took a while to unfold, to spread to the point where it could adversely affect our systems. I think it probably happened during your return flight to Earth. Since then, it's been dormant, waiting for some kind of a trigger.
Like what?
Possibly the fact that we're once again in proximity to Wraith territory. I think it was ultimately designed to take control of the navigational system, fly the ship right to them.
If they get their hands on the Daedalus, they'll not only have access to the intergalactic hyperdrive technology, but they'll have all the navigational data to lead them straight to Earth.
That's what they wanted all along. A new feeding ground.
This still doesn't explain who killed Dr. Monroe and Dr. Lindstrom.
It was the virus. Look, it's an AI, an artificial intelligence. It can think for itself, adapt itself to new situations.
Protect itself.
Exactly. It knew that Lindstrom and Monroe were going to expose it, so it got rid of them.
Colonel Caldwell, sir, we just began broadcasting a distress call.
What are you talking about?
It just came on by itself, sir.
Shut it down.
I'm locked out, sir.
It's the virus. It doesn't have enough control yet to fly after the Wraith, so instead, it's calling the Wraith to us. And right now, we are sitting ducks. We're
still broadcasting.
I don't really care
All right,
for
that leaves
virus
us one choice.
storylines, but
We need to do a
it is
full
what it is.
system shutdown. We'll wipe everything, reboot, low clean backups.
Will that really work?
Absolutely, I think.
How long will it take?
Well, it's not like the ship's got an on-off button. We'll need some time to prepare. Say, an hour, maybe 2?
Every minute we wait, we increase our chances of being detected. We need to turn off the transmitter right now.
Do you have an idea?
As a matter of fact, I do. But you're not gonna like it.
All right, Colonel, we've evacuated all sections in the vicinity of the array and sealed bulkheads. All personnel prepare for impact.
Transmitter is offline. Distress signal has been disabled.
Well done, Colonel. Return to the ship.
I will say, I think it's a little rough that it took Sam like so many seasons to
Here's the
become a
problem.
colonel.
My
But
controls aren't
he
responding.
just has one season.
Say again?
He gets to be colonel.
Oh, the Daedalus is behind
Just,
me.
like,
Can't seem to
Okay.
turn around, and I am, however, picking up speed.
I should have seen this coming. Well, the navigational software in the F-302 is compatible with our sublight systems, which have been infected. The virus must have uploaded itself onto a ship.
What about the transport beam?
That would work.
John, this is Elizabeth.
Rodney seems to think the virus has taken over your ship, so we're going to try to beam you out.
Acknowledged.
Stand by.
Slight problem. The transport beam is tied to an Asgard sensor. It's what we use to lock onto targets.
So?
So that particular piece of equipment was located in the array that we just destroyed. I can key the system to lock onto his radio signal. That's what they used to do on the Prometheus before they had Asgard sensors.
You better do it quick, because in about 3 minutes he's going to be out of range.
John, we've run into a slight snag. Rodney just has to make a few adjustments before we can get you out of there.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'm not about to give up on you just yet.
We're going to use your radio to target the transport beam. We'll have you out of there in just a minute.
Sounds good, so I'm still in range, right?
The truth is, it's never been tested from this distance.
Rodney seems to think you'll be okay.
Well, that's good. We want to leave any parts behind.
We're ready. I'm beaming him directly to the bridge.
Shouldn't he be sitting down? Just saying.
Are you all right?
2 arms, 10 fingers. Check the rest later.
All right, Doctor, I've had enough of this. I'd like to have my ship back, please.
This is what I do when I have problems with my laptop. I turn it off and then I turn it on again.
I think this is a little bit more complicated than that.
Just saying that if we're taking a page from the John Sheppard book of computer repair, we're really desperate.
All right, Colonel. We're ready.
All personnel, this is Colonel Caldwell. Prepare for a full system shutdown.
I don't have much to say this episode, sorry.
What's all this?
Well, I figured we won't have many more chances for a really good dinner. I mean, the food on Atlantis is all right, and some of the Athosian dishes are fantastic, but...
Elizabeth, I'm not going.
I don't understand.
You're the adventure, not me.
But I'm not. I mean, at least I wasn't, not before. The first time I stepped through that gate, I was terrified. I knew I wasn't prepared for what I was getting into, but I took a chance.
I know, and I'm proud of you for that.
Simon,
There's something else. I met someone. You were gone for a long time, Elizabeth.
Engine room, what's our status?
All systems are functioning normally. No sign of the virus. Looks like it worked, Colonel.
May I suggest we vacate this system? Our current position may well have been compromised.
Can you give me hyperdrive?
That will take longer to get back online.
I can't get you sublight.
Get us out of here, Major.
Yes, sir.
What is it?
We're veering off course. Navigational controls are not responding.
Engine room, what's happening?
The virus. It's back. Now it's got full control of sublight navigation.
We've got another problem. It's our new heading. We're on a collision course with the nearest star.
The virus returned almost immediately after we restarted the system.
At the risk of repeating myself, I thought you said we wiped it out.
We did. We must have missed something.
And it's gonna crash us into a sun.
Not exactly. A more precise calculation of our heading shows that we will not collide with the star, but rather make a close approach near its coronasphere. The ship will survive, but the radiation will kill everyone on board.
Why kill everyone if they already have full navigational control?
The virus has access to our database. It knows our tactics, our tendencies.
And then we destroy the ship before we're allowed to fall into Wraith hands.
There was a situation similar to this back at Stargate Command. I remember reading the report. An alien entity took control of the base computer, so they did a system shutdown to destroy it. It survived by uploading itself onto a mountain.
Okay, we don't have any mounts.
No, we've got a bay full of F-302s. We already know the virus can upload itself onto the ship's navigational computer, but it could have used any one of those ships as a hiding place while we wiped the Daedalus system clean. It's the only possible explanation.
So?
We physically pull the memory storage modules from the 302s, we do another shutdown, that should do the trick. It's the virus. We must know what we're trying to do.
How's that possible?
Wait, it's thinking ahead, anticipating our moves like in a chess match.
I hope you're good at chess.
I don't get to play much. It's tough finding challenging opponents.
Bridge, this is Sheppard.
Are there any open paths to the 302 bay?
That's a negative, Colonel.
You're gonna have to beam us in.
Whoa, wait a minute. Transport beam wasn't designed to beam from one point to another point inside the ship. We could end up rematerializing half inside a wall.
Well, we're just gonna have to take that chance.
Right, of course. Why not?
Colonel, we're ready.
Stand by. Hermione says we need to make a few adjustments first. Activating transport beam now.
It worked. Oh boy.
Sir, the bay doors are opening.
Bridge to engine room. Beam them out now.
We should really be dead right now.
I don't feel dead.
Colonel Sheppard, Dr. McKay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we're reading you.
I have raised the fighter base shield in order to prevent the atmosphere from escaping. However, the virus has invaded the system, and it is only a matter of time before it gains control. Therefore, I suggest you complete your task as quickly as possible.
A little duck. Why is there a little duck in there?
I can no longer prevent the virus from gaining complete control of the shield.
We'll beam them out.
Unfortunately, it appears I have lost control of that system as well.
Sir, the shield is down. Cargo bay is decompressing.
Colonel Sheppard, come in. Colonel Sheppard, do you read me?
This is Sheppard. We're okay.
Managed to get in the last F-302 before we lost atmosphere.
Hey, chance you can beam us out?
Sorry, John, we lost the transport beam.
You're gonna have to sit still for a while.
We pulled all the memory units. Another shutdown should work.
Sir.
I see it. Engine room, this is Bridge. We don't have a lot of time before we approach lethal radiation levels.
Most of the shutdown protocols are still in place from our first attempt. This will only take a few minutes.
How much, air do these things carry?
Lots.
I'm just saying, because if this doesn't work, we have to come up with another plan. Who knows how long we could get stuck in here, and so it would...
You know what, Roddy? You're exactly right. It's a limited supply, so why don't we conserve it by you not talking? At all.
All hands, this is Colonel Caldwell. We're gonna give this another shot.
Reinitializing.
Did it work?
We will know momentarily.
What just happened?
Stand by, we're trying to figure that out.
I'm sorry, sir. We had navigational controls for a second, but we just lost them again.
This thing is like a damn cockroach. You just can't kill it.
This should have worked. We've disabled every navigational computer in this bay. There's nowhere else on the ship the virus could hide.
Right, there's nowhere on the ship for it to hide. But we didn't get every computer.
What are you talking about?
We missed one.
What are you doing?
It's the last F-302, Rodney. The one we left behind is tracking us. Prepare to initiate another shutdown on my command.
John, what are you doing?
Getting ready to the last place the virus can hide.
Wait. I haven't got my belt.
You better make this quick, Sheppard. Radiation levels are beginning to rise in the outer hull.
What is that beeping?
Somebody just locked onto us. Hold on.
I have them on my screens. The computer-controlled ship is preparing to fire.
We're just gonna tap on the brakes here.
Nice move.
Indeed.
He's making a break for the chronosphere.
Radiation levels in the Colonel's ship are beginning to rise.
Is it just me? Or is it getting a little hotter in here?
Hold on. Let's go.
long can they survive those radiation levels?
I believe it has already been too long.
John, can you read me?
Rodney, come in.
Daedalus, this is Sheppard. Target is destroyed. I repeat, target is destroyed. If you try one more shutdown, I think it might just work.
Well done, both of you. You had us a little worried there for a minute.
Sorry about that.
We'll rendezvous as soon as we've eradicated the virus once and for all.
Roger that. Sheppard out. You did great back there, Rodney. Want to take the stick?
Really?
No.
Dr. Weir, Dr. McKay, Dr. Beckett, welcome back. And Lieutenant Colonel Sheppard, congratulations.
Thank you. Anything happen while we were gone?
There has been no sign of the Wraith. It would appear that they continue to believe that Atlantis has been destroyed.
He
But
was a little
I
sunburned.
understand that your trip was not so happily uneventful.
Not exactly.
My nose is peeling.
I'm sorry your journey was so difficult.
Oh, well, we got here. That's what counts.
Still, it must have been pleasant to return to Earth, a chance to reunite with your friends and loved ones.
Dr. Weir, I'm glad you're back. We have several reports with new information on the city. Ever since we installed ZPM, we've made many interesting discoveries.
Can this not wait? Dr. Weir has only just arrived.
I'm sorry,
No, it's fine. Really. Let's get back to work.
Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video. Alrighty, well that was Stargate Atlantis Season 2, Episode 2. It was okay. I don't know, virus episodes kind of like meh. But it was interesting seeing like the like flashbacks of them being on Earth. Looks like Weir's husband, I guess, has maybe moved on. It's rough, but it is what it is. I mean, he didn't know whether or not she was gonna even come back, so but yeah, it was alright. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought, and I'll see you in the next one.